South Downs. Today I'm going to be looking at Coombes and Botolphs, two tiny little villages on, I suppose really they'd be like B roads, country lanes as you call them. Not much to them, but don't talk each other. They've got two very nice churches supposedly. So let's go. Now, in case you're wondering why this looks and feels different to other travel videos I've done, it's because I'm using an actual video camera today. It's new in the sense that I haven't really used it since I bought it. I bought it during the pandemic when I first thought I should become a YouTuber, go places and make interesting videos. I saw people like the Tim Traveller doing their thing and I thought I should do that too. So during the pandemic I invested in a video camera, determined to make myself a star. Unfortunately, the camera never really got used because it's not overly good at keeping still, or rather I'm not very good at keeping still I should say, which is therein lies the problem. So I got disheartened and then I said to myself, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. That's stupid. Why would anyone want to watch me? And so several years later, here I am actually using the camera. Now, if I go in closely, you can just about make out the church I'm going to. That's one of them anyway. The other one is behind where we are. I'm going to zoom in now because this is getting rather jarring to look at. That's one, and the other one is roughly in that direction, which you can't really see because of the big bushes. I'm essentially doing my village tour videos, but two in one, because they're both tiny little things. And this thing does, however, seem better when it comes to dealing with the wind, because I'm sure you saw the, what's to call it video, the New Mounts Farm video where you couldn't really hear me. But I uploaded it anyway because the video was made and it was good editing practice, I thought. Whether I actually learned anything from that or not is a whole different thing. That over there, by the way, is the Beading Cement Works. It's been abandoned since 1991. And it looks like that because it's made of asbestos and no one wants to pay the huge amounts of money to tear it down. Might have to make a video on something like that later, I think. Okay people, I feel I should clarify that this church up here which I was looking at, it's not actually a church, it's the ruins of what used to be a church at Bramber. The church I was on about, St. Botolphs, is right there. We'll go up, here, and around. I may make mistakes, but you know what? At least I end up to them. Mostly. Now, people's Henry James. What's it like being stupid? And to that I say, watch the video that's up in the thumb that's on the screen right now with the title, where I talk all about my experiences of being an idiot. You might find it enlightening. You may feel sorry for me, or you may come to hate me for it. You'll be surprised if people would hate me for it. Do I should say. Oh well, I'm happy. And it's all that matters. Now, as I'm here, and as I read the Freedom Book for God, I thought I'd stop again to read the different pathways. I'll keep this up here for a few moments so you can keep it, look at it and learn, just like I am. So, as you can see, footpath, walk on it, but you can't cycle, you can't ride a horse, you can't ride a motorbike. Bridleways you will see horses. This path I'm at going is a bridleway. As you can see, on stretcher byways you will see, or may see, a horse and a carriage. And of course on a byway you've got everything almost. Ironically, this bench here is actually cleaner than most I've seen. And look, I'm seeing more people in I do sometimes when I go into Lancing or Worthing. Let's walk, shall we? Hopefully the wind isn't too bad this time. I mean, I know it's windy, but this camera seems better at drowning it out a little bit. I mean, you're still going to hear it, unfortunately, because, you know, I can't control the weather. Wish I could. Actually, no, I don't. That'd be stressful. I'd have people ring me up saying, can you make it rain today? And someone else would say, no, I don't want it to rain. There'd be all sorts of problems. Ironically, I want power, but I don't at the same time. You see those cows? I'll go a bit closer. Yeah. Now, this is where the dangerous part of the walk comes in. The road. I've got to deal with this damn road here. Yep, that is a hazard I've got to deal with. I don't know if I don't think there's another route to the church or not, so I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to, there's got to be a safe way, surely. No, I don't think there is. No, this is it. I'm taking my life in my hands here. But you know what? One must do these things for progress, adventure, and doing the things I keep saying I was going to do years ago. Is that? No, that's just the wind. I really hate this. If you hate this wind, people, how do you think I feel? I'm the one that's got to upload this later. Now this really is not safe. I would not recommend anyone do this at all. So when I'm in the church, I'll see if there's a back entrance. It's got to be. It really has. If there's something, I might be asking for a safer route to the other church here. So I really hope this isn't it. No, I really hope this isn't, because this is not safe. I mean, this bit is, because look, I'm off the road here. But look at that, people. On a country road. Sort of place where most cars drive as fast as they can because they don't think they're going to see anyone. Okay, as you can see, Phil, we have made it. Look. I wonder if they're for sale or not, what does that say? Cosmos, 50p each. Not bad. Maybe I'll pick one up for them. What do we got? Not sure what a Cosmos is though. I mean, I could pick one up. I mean, I'm not far from the car. I think I will when I've done this church. If I remember. Now, this is it, people. This isn't going to be particularly big or spectacular, but it is old. I mean, look at that. This is number 1. The parish church of St. Botolph. I assume that's how you pronounce it. Oh, someone left behind. Is there anything inside there? Somewhere? Nope, nothing inside, just a box. In a way, that's good because it means someone's not missing stuff. Here we go. Here we are. Paris changed at St. Botolph. Enjoy it where you can, people, and I'll try and be slow and calm so you can get a proper look at it. Now, the internet said this place should be open until 4 o'clock. No, 5 o'clock for this one, 4 o'clock for the other church. So I've got loads of time. I mean, if you have a look where the sun is roughly, you'll be able to know what time it is. I'm guessing that gate there goes, oh no, there's a bit more. Sorry, that means a second wheel goes. Ooh. Okay, this is all new and recent. I'm not going to go in because, as far as I know, I don't know anyone in this graveyard. But seeing it all up kept well, it's actually really heartwarming. But now for the ultimate test. See if this place is open, like Google said. Be quiet. Here's the sign serving. And it appears we are alone. There's not much to say really at the moment because I'm on next one. I just like walking around these places and looking. That's nice. Sensor light. I'm going to guess this is the pulpit where they do it all, where the services are given from up here. One thing I've noticed with these little churches, you get all these nice little cushions like this. Now each one you go to, they're always different patterns. Similar things with different patterns, and I love it. Just love looking at these things. Judging by the size of the building, you can tell not many people ever actually lived there. That's my guess anyway. I mean, most of this looks quite old. Although that does look slightly older than that side. I did see a little bit of ruin to the side, so this church may have been shrunk at one point. I'll show you more pictures. Look, I love these. Look at this. I mean, most of the paintings you've seen, but I just love looking at these things. Someone actually went through the trouble of making all them. I have no idea who's people are, but apparently on TV. Ooh, trespass. Okay, that looks sort of interesting. Interesting. It was after books. Another thing I love about these places is always something like this going on. Admittedly, the books aren't always something I'm interested in reading, but it's always something for someone. won't be going up the tower. Nice of him there. More books. Excuse me. That's nice. Actually from the king. Ooh. Look at that. Isn't he amazing? Admittedly, I know nothing about these things, but I love looking at them. Not going to touch it for obvious reasons. Now, that's where we make a donation. See what we got. So we've got any coins. Shall we make a donation? I need those pound coins. So I have 50, 70. Ooh. A pound. There you go. £1 and 3p they can have. Help with the upkeep. I haven't signed the book because I don't. Actually, I think I will. This is going to look rocky because I'm holding the camera in my left hand now. That is the 13th or 14th today. Let's have a look. It is the 14th. Anyway, let's sign. 1, 4, /07 /2025 name. There's one. This is my real name, not just a channel name. You're not going to see my hometown, so I don't want to dox myself. Northern Party 1. Comment. Very nice. I'll leave a little smiley face. And that, my friends, is the Church of St. Botolphs. I was hoping there'd be someone here if I could ask for a safe route to Coombes, but doesn't look like it's going to be. Right, let's go. Now, it turns out there is a safer route. I mean, I had a look at my phone. I may have to head back up the river, which is slightly nicer going out my way, but it's still preferable to going along that road. This is just asking for trouble, if you ask me. Right, let's go, shall we? Right, this is the way. I'm supposed to go according to Google. So this does go wrong. If I can open the gate first. There we go. Better. That's better. Right. Now, if this is correct, then all is good. If it isn't correct, then I can at least say I've had a nice walk along the river. But that house is a nice place to live. Just trying to bowl of this. Probably spend most of your time cleaning it up there. Same problem I would have with owning a big house. Sounds nice, but there'd be a lot of work. Then again, if I had the money, I'd get a place like that, and I'd pay people to do most of that for me. I pay in my spare time, more than most things. Now, as you can see on the left there, is partially what remains of the old cement works. According to my dad, the reason you can't knock down is because when something contains asbestos, and apparently this building is pretty much 100% asbestos, you've got to cover it. You've got to cover the whole thing in a massive tarpaulin, and then slowly bring it down so that none of the dust from it gets out. Now, obviously, for such a big building, I dread to think the size of said covering would be, or whether it's even possible that such a thing exists. And again, you probably could make one that big, but how much would that cost? It'd have to be like asbestos proof as well, so that none would get out. That's more money than what billionaires have. I would say write your local billionaire, but I don't think any of them are ethical enough to really care. At least not the ones I know of, anyway. As you can see, I'm still walking along the river. Tide is coming in, as you can tell. The day is nice and the wind is annoyingly high. Now, as far as I know, I've just got to walk along here, and eventually I'll see the church at Coombes. Now, I didn't really look into how long that would actually be, so all I can do is just keep walking for now and enjoy the views. And hopefully this video which I make, not only is it listenable with this annoying wind, but hopefully it doesn't rock about too much either. So I notice this phone is a lot more sensitive to it than my phone is, which would be an absolute shame if it does turn out almost unwatchable. I mean, I'm still going to upload it whatever happens, but it would just be a shame because this is a really good camera. I mean, the battery life doesn't give me much hope, but considering I bought it several years ago and barely used it, I can't really say I'm surprised. Then again, I could probably go on Amazon or any other online retailer and get a spare battery that's probably lasts longer. Amazing sight. It is. They still have work going on there, but you have to do it on themselves. Not used, as you can tell by all the smashed windows and it just seems a shame really to leave it there and you can't do anything with it. Aha, I think I see something that may be the church. Could be an old farmhouse or it could be a church. Unfortunately, we're not going to know until we get closer. As you can see, that there is the church I want to go to. Unfortunately, I'm all the way here. As you can tell by my shoes. And there's what's the outside of it. Now, according to my phone, I've got to go all the way down to there and back around. Because apparently through there is no way out, which is really annoying. But you know what? That's life sometimes. And there's the countryside. And if it keeps me safe and it's less walking on the main road, then I'm all for it. But saying that, I see a gate down there. So I think not. I think I may have just found an escape key. Well, I think I may have found one, a shortcut if you will. thread if you want it. Is that not beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Absolutely. I'm indeed very blessed to live around here. I really am. I mean, all nature is beautiful, but it's beautiful here too. It is. And that pathway there makes me very happy. So I have an image of me walking down alongside the river for another 30 minutes or so. I mean, shame you can't put a bad review for Google Maps on Google Maps, really. You know what? Oh, my battery's dying. That is not good. I have to switch to the phone after this, but I'll keep going. If this video cuts suddenly, it is because the battery died, and not because I've done a quick edit, as I always do for my videos. I also see a car park up ahead. So, I've done it, people. I've made the Coombes. I've seen Botolphs Church and Coombes Church. All in super quick time too. Okay, in case you're wondering, the battery, okay, we'll start again. In 5, 4, in case you're wondering, the battery is not gone yet, but I did decide to stop it because I had nothing to say really, it's just literally just me walking down a field. But, as you can tell by the gate, I've made it. And now I've got to do it once again with my nemesis, the road. Well, actually, no, this ain't too bad. It's got a nice little pathway here. Go on, mate. I was dreading it when I saw this road. And I thought, how far up am I going to have to walk along this damn thing? It turns out, not very far it seems, or at least not too far, and in relatively safe conditions. Let's have a quick look at this place, shall we? What are we doing? Private land. Coomesville for dogs, secure exercise, training ground, hourly hire. That's neat. I'm guessing you can hire this field and take your dog up here. Seems enough. I can't imagine many people going for it, especially as most parks are free. And if they think they can make money from it, good luck to them, I say. Now I must tell you people, when crossing roads, no matter what the road, doesn't matter how quiet or empty it is, always look both ways, because you have no idea what you might see. And you should always check, because one day the car might not see you, and if they don't see you, they can't stop you either. Now, the church should just be up there somewhere. I've got to admit, this has been a much more productive afternoon than I thought it was going to be originally. I thought the walk would be a lot longer. Not that it bothers me, I enjoy a good walk. But considering how close these two are together, I really am surprised. I must admit, I thought they were much further apart. And that seems to be... let's look both ways, left, right. Safe, so let's go. And I think that sign says Old Rectory. Hopefully it does, because if it does, that means I found the church. Now remember, if you do see a sun cut, it's because my battery's died, and then I'll have to switch to the phone. Now to switch to the phone, you won't see a lot more footage along the river on the way back. Is this it? Old Rectory Cottage? I don't think it is. Where's the church then? It says cottage. Is it down there? I see a few houses, maybe. Let's have a look. If only there was someone here I could actually ask for directions. Instead all I've got is sheep. There it is, there's the church up there. I made the right choice, carrying down. Bless them. Look at them, so small. Okay. This is Coombes Farm. Just the other side of this building is the church. But I had to show you here. Look, I said farm shop. And what we actually have is a vending machine. I'm not going to buy anything because my dinner's already prepared for tonight, but it's nice to know. I just think it's amazing. Still, it's obviously cheaper than having someone sit here all day. Some more educational material if you want to know about pigs and stuff. Right, onto the church. Hopefully this is it. I don't think this is it. No, I think I've got to go the other way. Also, I've got to go into that thing there. Okay, I don't want to be a downer, but I think I just felt a speck of rain then. Now it says the field is closed, but I think it's just for cars. I'm going to see. I think this is going to be the only way I get access to this church. And hopefully before the rain comes. There it is. Coombes Church in all its glory. Ooh. Nice old built house there. Yeah, this is good. Yep, this is the entrance. Because there's no other way in now. Now, considering how isolated this one is, I can imagine this one is probably even more quiet than St. Botolph's was. And I definitely felt rain then. Oh well, that's just life. It wouldn't be Britain if it didn't rain. Makes one proud to be British in a way. Yeah, this is definitely it, and the rope on the gate here tells me how few visitors they get. On it goes. Ugh. Right, Coombes Church. Welcome. I'm not gonna anything on the graves because I don't. Most of my ancestors are buried up something way. Mostly in St. Mary's, I've been told. I can imagine there was a time when people actually lived around there. And people actually used the church as well. And let's hope this place is open. Yes, it is. I leave the door open. Yeah, this one's even smaller. Well, let's have a look. This is what we came here for. Oh, look at that. I wonder how old this artwork is. It does make one wonder. Must have been a time when people lived around there, other than just the odd farmer. And they probably had actual people and actual congregants to the church. I can't imagine services are a thing here really, unless they do one or two for tourists and that who want to come out here. I should really read up on this church. Seeing this artwork here fills me with wonderment. Okay, that's dark. Poor man getting squashed. Let's look at the cushions. They're certainly bigger than Botolphs. Ooh, rabbit. But let's have a quick sit down, shall we? Ooh, nice and solid too. They're solid. It's a solid cushion. I'm guessing that's the guest book. See if I can be careful not to knock stuff with my rifle. Ooh, this does look old. This looks almost orthodox. I bet there's some interesting history here. In hindsight, I probably should have read into it instead of just deciding to come for a look. I'm going to guess that is the baptismal font where you dip your babies in. Okay, that's absolutely amazing around here. The best thing is the battery on my camera is still not dead. You know, it keeps threatening to die on me any moment. Absolutely amazing. Coming up here for a little bit. Okay, this tells me that stuff here does happen, which explains why the field is closed for car parks at the moment. Okay, that's neat. It's been there long enough so you can. Okay, this is new. Pre-Zian traditions. I've seen people on the internet refer to Christianity with an X before. I've never actually seen it on something printed like this in the church before though. Okay, interesting. Okay, this book looks potent. Okay, I'm going to leave that in case I cause more damage than good. Look at that. If you want to come to these places yourselves, there would have been a map for both places earlier on the video. If you missed it, you can simply Google the church. I'll show you here. It's the same on whatever web browser and search engine you use. Just in case you do want to find these places yourself. Of course, you can ask me in the comments as well. If I don't get too many, but as long as I don't get too many comments, I will be happy to answer any questions you have. And that, people, is Coombes Church. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed watching this with me, or travelling with me, should I say? Not sure what the correct thing is. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves if you are still here. found some more change to donate now. Okay, this is called St. James the Less. I always just called it Coombes Church. Oh, okay, St. James the Less, Lancing with Coombes. Okay, yeah, I was about to say. St. James the Less is a church in northern Lancing. Or North Lancing, northern makes it sound like it's way further north than what it is, but that's an interesting church I should probably come to one day with these videos. The funny thing is, I'm not religious, but there's something about going to a church that just fills me with wonder. All the history that's gone on here. Now I wonder what happened to all the convents that used to come here back in the old days. Because there's not many houses now, so not many people would have lived around there, as you can tell. So obviously there was a time when they did. Wonder why they left this place. Just going to go around and show you the ruins of the artwork again. This is something else. It really is, I know I keep saying it, but I do. I think I better go. Because that's it, unfortunately. Right then. Back to civilization, I think. Actually, I think I'll have a quick... Ooh, let's have a look. Okay, this is in the Domesday book. It's interesting. We'll have a quick walk around so you can see the outside. After that, it's back home for me. Right. Let's go path up here. Gotta be careful of where I step. See, now this church, as you can tell, as you probably saw at Botolphs, has a bit there. This suggests to me that this church was once a lot bigger than what it actually is now. Which makes me wonder, what happened to the people? All the people that used to live around here. Did they leave by choice? Were they forced out? Did they just get tired here, or did they just go elsewhere for economic benefits? Those are the questions I'll probably never know, because people didn't write things down, or the average person didn't. There was no Facebook back then, so you couldn't say in your status, "I'm leaving Coombes today. I'm going to move to Lancing for better money." Right, I think that is it. Thank you for being with me, people. I do appreciate it. This isn't the end of the video. I promise you that. So, in case you're wondering, that some abrupt cut-off, that was my battery actually dying, as I kept saying it would. But the good news is, I made it home and I'm now in one piece. So, it's all good. I originally meant to make this goodbye video using my phone in the car, but I completely forgot, didn't I? I remembered I had to go shopping and that I was thirsty because I didn't bring enough water with me. So I completely forgot, but still, here I am, at home. The journey was nice, the churches were good. I really enjoyed today's trip. And if you did watch to the end, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it too. And until next time, I'm James. You've been watching me. Bye.